You have to stay true to yourself. I felt this part of me being tested lately in regards to like YouTube. It's something that people don't really talk about, but once you start making YouTube videos, obviously, I mean, we have people that we look up to and we aspire to be like. But what a lot of people do is, rather than drawing from their own experiences and creating their own thing, they will look at other people and just copy what they do. And that might be the content itself. It might be, you know, the titles, the titles of the thumbnails, the thumbnail designs. I mean, even big YouTubers do this. They literally look at their competitors' thumbnails and they fucking copy them, and they use the same color schemes and everything else. But, you know, at what point, it's not a good fucking, it's not a good way to be, and it's not a good thing to get into. I mean, I've felt myself doing this kind of thing, and I've had to fucking check myself and be like, hang on a minute, what are you fucking doing? This is not really, it's not 100% me. Do you know what I mean? Which, it doesn't feel good. So naturally, you know, it makes you feel unsettled, right? When you do something that's out of your, normally even just marginally out of your character, it's unsettling. It doesn't feel right. It doesn't sit well with me. I mean, I've done things, you know, like the how-to videos, you know, I've got a video how to stop procrastinating coming out, those sort of things. I mean, it's fine. I know other people have made those kinds of videos, and I have the best intentions at heart. It's always to help people and to motivate them. And that sort of content, search-based content, is just me trying to build my audience. Do you know what I mean? Not every video is for everyone. But if you have a fucking plethora of videos, people will pick out the ones that they like. So it's all good, but you get sucked into this fucking mentality of like giving a fuck about the algorithm, which is fucking stupid. And again, I felt myself doing this. Do you know what I mean? I've stopped checking the analytics now because I don't fucking care. It's not, the point of my videos not to fucking get 50% fucking retention, and it wasn't for 25% click-through rate. Do you know what I mean? I honestly do not fucking care. But at the same point, I'm at the stage where I need to build my channel, and I have to fucking do what I can do to get people to click on the thumbnails, because otherwise no one's going to see it. It might not be for everyone, but it's a numbers game. The more people see the thumbnail, the more, you know, the more my audience is going to grow. That's what I'm trying to do, is whittle down ahead of time who my people are, who can I help, who's going to benefit from my content, who's going to watch my channel, who is going to watch one video and then not watch for 6 weeks, and who is going to fucking keep coming back and religiously watching it, who really needs it. So I've worked on my thumbnails and I have looked at other people's thumbnails and thought, oh, you know, I made mine a little bit brighter now. I'll fuck about with the contrast and make them a little bit more animated, you know. So I'm no fucking different. And this sort of shit like eats away at me. I said before, like, I used to make music, and you know, in the time I was making music, it was fucking sacrilege for you to copy people. If it wasn't 100% you and written by you, your name was fucking mud, and no one would respect you and no one would listen to you. Do you know what I mean? But that sort of way of being seems to have gone out the window, even in music. Do you know what I mean? The amount of times I've I've clicked, you know, turned on the radio, and you hear people that sound exactly like fucking someone else, and they're just, I don't know if they're aware that they're just fucking flavour of the month. Do you know what I mean? If you take like The Weeknd, for example, and you play him next to fucking Bruno Mars, they're like, there's not much difference between them. And that happens a lot, and it happens with fucking these shit YouTubers as well. And people that can't create things off their own back. You know, it's okay to be inspired by other people, and these people that we want to, you know, in some way we want to not have what they have or be like them, but we want to emulate their success. And that's okay. But we absolutely should not be copying people's fucking content and just either, you know, copying their thumbnails and fucking titles and trying to be like them, and then talking about their content like it's a fucking reaction video. Do you know what I mean? It's reaction YouTubers are the lowest level of creator, because they don't fucking create anything themselves. It's like an artist that can't write their own shit, you know. And it's so fucking easy to do. You literally don't have to do fuck all. You just search up what other people have made and you just fucking talk about it. You know, it's shocking. But for anyone who is wanting to start a YouTube channel or has thought about it, you should 100% do it, because you're going to find out a lot of things about yourself. Do you know what I mean? I've said before, I'm quite an introverted guy. I'm pretty fucking chill. I'm quiet. And you know, it's not a normal thing for me to sit in front of a camera and talk about anything. Do you know what I mean? To complete strangers, essentially. It's not fucking normal behaviour, you know. And you have to have, I think, something about you that is not fucking normal to do this shit. You know, it's not normal, and it's quite egotistical. I wanted to make a video about the ego, do you know what I mean? Because if you are on, you know, a self-improvement path and whatever, and for me that includes spiritual growth as well. So the ego, you know, is kind of like the fucking opposite of spirituality in a sense. But, you know, while we do need to keep control of it and make sure it doesn't get out of control, and we need to check ourselves, at the same time, you do need to at least keep a portion of ego, because it's the ego that drives you to want to do things, and it wants, you know, it's the part of you that you need to keep if you really want to achieve things and achieve more. So people talk about dropping the ego. Don't fucking listen to them. You need to keep some ego, but you need to be fully aware when it's getting out of hand. Do you know what I mean? I mean, my channel, I know it's only small. I'm just, you know, what, 1,138 subs, which hasn't changed since last week. Do you see what I mean? Like, the sort of shit that you start to look at and analyse. This is not a fucking it's not a popularity contest. You know, I keep reminding myself that this is not for me. Not at least not at the moment. Maybe in the future, yeah, I'll start seeing some benefits from it. But for time being, it's not for me. It's all for other people. Even in the long run, it's for other people. It's for my family. You know, past monetary gain, my kids will be able to look back at this. Anyone who knows me will be able to look back at this. So it's kind of like a legacy. It's kind of creative. It's kind of service to others. Do you know what I mean? It's a big mixture of things for me. I've got off topic, but my channel is very, very small. But it doesn't matter, you know? We need to remember the fucking small wins, the small incremental gains. 18 months ago, I was a fucking piece of shit, you know? again, I've spoke about it before, and I'm not a fucking, I'm nothing special. And this is not a fucking pity party. Everybody goes through things. Everybody suffers trauma, everybody. I'm no different. So I don't like talking about shit like that. It makes me feel uncomfortable because I know that I'm just a fucking another guy. There's a million people, millions of people that have way shitter lives than me. And there's millions more who have way better lives. So, do you know what I mean? It's not all about me. Everybody suffers trauma. But, I've been through shit. I have, And, we forget how far we've come. And it's easy to forget and get wrapped up in everyday fucking life. To celebrate those small incremental wins, because they're important, I had a heart attack on cocaine with my fucking son in the bed. I could be dead. I could be fucking dead. One of my other friends, one of my best friends, died, don't want to say it was a drug overdose. I think it was ketosis of the liver in the end, but we didn't know that at the time. We thought it was an overdose. I lost him to drugs. Do you know what I mean? And I had to go to his fucking funeral and see his partner there, and his mum and his brothers and sisters and his fucking 2-year-old kids. And we used to use drugs together. So it could fucking easily have been me. I'm fucking lucky to be alive. I am. And I do appreciate that. As often as I do forget things, I have to keep reminding myself that I'm fucking lucky to be alive. Even if you haven't suffered trauma, do you know what I mean? I don't know what the fucking average sperm count of a man is, but I'm pretty sure it's fucking millions. The fact that you are this fucking sperm that penetrated the egg is pretty fucking mad, isn't it? It's a miracle that you're even fucking here. It's a fucking miracle in itself. I don't know what the odds of that are. It's like, however many sperm, millions to one. Do you know what I mean? It's like winning the fucking lottery. Do you know what I mean? Being alive is better than fucking winning the lottery in terms of odds. So yeah, that's what I've been thinking about today. Not the fucking sperm count of an average man, but celebrating the incremental wins. Fuck the YouTube algorithm. We're lucky to fucking be alive. Rein your ego in. Don't let it get out of control. Use it. Use it to your advantage.